Hi, my name is Silantro, and welcome to another episode of XIAOYU-NANIGANS. In this video, we are going to tackle RDS UF1 and forward 1 plus 2, 1 plus 2. Now, to start with RDS UF1, it is a 33 frame startup move, and it's slower than your Snake Edge, which is just 29 frames. Now, on hit, it will give you a plus 12 advantage. Also, if you hit the enemy with RDS UF1, they will be put in the crouching state, or the while standing state. Okay? And on block, it will give you a minus 7 advantage. Now, this one is different than your regular UF1 because UF1 will give you a plus 10 advantage and RDS UF1 will give you a plus 12 advantage. Another thing with RDS UF1 is you can cancel it by pressing down. It depends on you on what you want to do. So let's say you want to do while standing 2. Then you need to release your down when the cancel is done. But if you want to go to the full crouch, then hold the down and then go for your full crouch with whatever move that you want. Okay? Now, for moves that involve UB or UF, you can actually shorten the look of the animation by holding your UF or your UB more. Now, this one is the regular RDS UF1. But if we hold your UF more before you press 1, then it will come out faster in some way. So let's, I'll just do it. See the difference? This is the original, and this is the shortened version. Again, the starter frames won't actually change, but it will look like a different move. So take note of that. Now, RDS UF1 also has a good tracking on the left side. Now, I set the enemy XIAOYU to sidestep left after a hit, so you can see how it tracks. So I'll just show you. There you go. If you hit the enemy on the ground, it will pancake flip them, and then they will travel to a certain distance. So this is how it will look like. But if we do that near the wall, then they won't travel that much, and they will just pancake flip. It's very important that you know that so you can formulate your own setup. And speaking of setups, there's a lot of variations of how RDS UF1 is used as a setup because you can have a plus 13 or 14 advantage when you hit them with a side ukemi. Now, I don't personally use this in a fight, but you can ask players like Mr. Croft or River Dark, and they have their own variation of this one. So I'll just show it to you. You can see that it is a 3-hit combo. If we just do RDS UF1 with AOP 2-1, it won't be guaranteed. Because AOP 2-1 is an I-13, and you need a plus 13 advantage to make it guaranteed. So with this one, because of the tracking and AOP 2-1's tracking as well, it becomes a guaranteed combo or a heat engager. You can formulate your own setup with RDS UF1. Just make sure that you practice with side ukemi. This mostly works with side ukemis, but sometimes it also works with some of the other wake-up options as well. Now, speaking of guaranteed, RDS UF1 will make your AOP 4 guaranteed as long as the angle is good. But if your enemy is too far away or your RDS UF1 hits the enemy with some sort of like angle, then your AOP 4 won't hit. And as you can see, it has a very good range, making it a very good round ender for you. Now, since AOP 4 is guaranteed with a good angle and distance, it will give you a plus 8 advantage. Now, think of it this way. Most of your enemies don't know that RDS UF1 to AOP 4 is guaranteed. I want you to see this with the block. If I go RDS UF1 and then 4, they can't block that, right? So in the mind of your enemy who is maybe pressing back, they will think that, wait, why did I get hit with AOP 4? So when they realize that they got hit without doing anything, or they got hit while pressing back, they will tend to move or tend to mash. They will think like, oh, I need to do something. I need to do something right now. What is happening? And then, with your +8 advantage, you can do so much with it. You could do your Heat Smash, which is a 15 frame startup move. -8, it will be a 7 frame startup move. You can go for a launcher. You can go for almost any neutral move that XIAOYU has. Now, I will show you a clip compilation on how I use RDS UF1 in-game, and I hope that you will be able to use this in-game. So see you in the next move. Now let's go for the next move. It's forward, 1+2, 1+2, or X marks the spot. Now let's go for the hits first. Now with the forward, 1+2 only, it will give you a +5 advantage, and it will maintain your enemy's standing state. But if you go for 2 hits, you will have a +7 advantage, and your enemy will be put in the while standing state or the crouching state. Now on block, the single one will give you a -9 disadvantage. Now with the 2 hits, it will give you a -8 disadvantage. Both instances will put your enemy in the standing state. You can do your X marks the spot while you are in while standing. It's also a 14 frame startup move, whether you do it with FF1+2, 1+2, or the while standing option. Now I want you to understand that even if both options have a 14 frame startup move, you can't always punish the enemy even if you have exactly 14 frames. This only happens with the forward options, and I'll show you what I mean. I recorded Victor with D4, and D4 will give us a +14 advantage. Now we will do while standing 1+2, 1+2, and then you can see that it will be a punish. right? If we have a plus 14 advantage while we are standing, then it won't be a punish no matter how fast you input your FF1 plus 2 1 plus 2. Now the victor will do EI3 and it will give us a plus 14 advantage on standing. Now let's try to do FF1 plus 2 1 plus 2. Now even if the X marks the spot is a 14 frame startup move, it won't be a punish. So your dash inputs or your FF will have a slight delay. So it won't be a punish. Whereas if you just do standing 3, which is your 14 frame startup move or launcher, it will become a punish. You need to know this for any character. Doesn't mean that you have a plus 14 advantage that you can do a dash move that has a 14 frame startup move. Okay? Now I recorded the enemy to standing and to block all, and I just want to say that X marks the spot is a natural combo by itself. On regular hit and on counter hit. X marks the spot has a very large delayable window. But as you can see, it will lose its natural combo property. Now on counter hit, it will just be like that. But if the second hit is the counter hit, then it will become a launcher. Now a fellow XIAOYU player named Linfi told me that what he or she is doing is he or she is delaying the first hit and then delaying it, or maybe just doing it like this for a potential counter hit launcher. So I tested that with my matches for the past few weeks, and it actually works. Now another thing is this move has so much distance that even if you are here, you can actually do it from while standing and it will still hit. Now because of the delayable window, you can delay it and then tempt your enemy to hit you, and then they will get counter hit launched. So I will be showing you a compilation later on how that works. So you can use it in your matches as well. Now another thing is this is also a spike with combos. And with the ball, you can delay it so it won't spike. There you go. But to be honest, I haven't found a reason to do this. But Kabi from XIAOYU Discord showed us a clip on how he or she used it. And it's basically when they roll, Kabi went for a pressure tool, which is forward, 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 and this is how it will look like. After this, and it will continue to pressure, and it will give you a plus 15 advantage and will put you to the hypnotist stance. It's up to you if you want to try that. Now I set the enemy to block all, and then again, this will give you a minus 8 advantage, and you can try to do a parry. Now for jab checkers, this is a great advice from Senoceres, and he said that minus 8 is the perfect opportunity to go for the hip parry. So this is how it will look like. Now if you want to, then you could go for your parry too, but the jab will come out first. So B1 plus 3 will cover more moves, whereas the hip parry will just cover your enemy's faster punches. Okay, that's it for this episode of XIAOYU-NANIGANS. I hope this is very informative for you, and for you to see how I use FF1 plus 2 1 plus 2. Here is a clip compilation for you, and I hope you can use both RDS uf1 and X marks the spot to your next games, and see you in the next video. Bye!
Round 2. Fight!